Hey everybody, Nick Green here with Nerdladdin's Castle. I'm going to be behind the camera this video just to give you a quick update on those arcade games that we went and picked up. I'm sure you remember from a couple episodes back. Well, last time I told you that I did the Pac-Man one and that I was going to turn the NBA Jam one possibly into a multicade or something. I haven't done anything with the NBA Jam one. I ended up doing something I didn't think I was going to do. I went back and I took that one that was originally Mortal Kombat 2, and then they had turned it into a Deer Hunting USA, and I turned it back into Mortal Kombat 2 because, well, Mortal Kombat 2 is my favorite game. So I got the marquee on here, and all the controls and everything are all good, and all the goodie stuffs, and it actually does use coins, quarters, and yeah, the side art is all on there. That was an adventure, but everything turned out really good, and I'll let you see what it looks like here with the light out. Got the marquee lit up in there and everything, and it looks better in person than it is showing up on this camera, I'll tell you that. And I actually have a nice 25-inch CRT monitor in there, just like the old days. They don't make those anymore. They were making them new up to a few years back. And I was actually, you can still buy them new, and this is a brand new one that I have in there. So, you know, someday in the future I might have to go LCD or whatever's available, but for now I'll make this one last as long as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and show you some pictures now of some of the steps that I took to get to where this machine is. Alright, so this is, once we got it into the living room. By the way, I'd like to send a thank you to B for helping me move this sucker in. He has a truck, and we moved it in pretty quick, so we did a good job with that. And it just kind of sat there by my couch for a little bit like that. This is a shot of the control deck when I began to peel back the camo that's on there, and ended up revealing a very nice and familiar symbol. That dragon was still there, if you kind of make that out, but I didn't, of course I couldn't keep that on there. And this one is after I had gotten it all peeled off of there, and there was a bunch of goo and crap left on there, so I had to get some chemicals to help me remove that junk. Here's a wider shot of that. So as you can see, the button layout was still there, which was nice that I didn't have to do anything with that. They didn't end up destroying that. And now here's the thing sitting in my bathtub, where it's the only place in my apartment that I felt I could sand it down and not make too huge of a mess and just wash the shit down the drain. And there it is back on the machine and ready for some controls. I also had taken the marquee out because I was tired of looking at it saying Deer Hunter. This would be the first pick I took once I had the monitor in place. I was excited to see how it looked in there. Of course it's made for these kind of cabinets, so it was going to look good. And the side of the machine still had the camouflage on there. You can see some rough looking spots where I had sanded it down, and I had removed there was a big decal on the side that had the deer hunting crap on there, and I had to peel that off there. And then used some acetone to get the glue off. That was stinky. And then here's a shot of my daughter Melina, who's named after Melina from Mortal Kombat 2, playing with the T-molding as I was putting the red T-molding on, because they had replaced the red T-molding with black. I was excited to take my first picture of the marquee once I got that in, and the red T-molding is on there. So at least from that photo, it looked like a Mortal Kombat 2. Then I got the rest of the front decals on. The T-molding wasn't on the controller, the sides of the controller yet, and I had some black joysticks and buttons in there temporarily, but it was really coming along. I got all the decals in at once. This is a shot of the side of the machine where I was using so much acetone to get glue off, I actually revealed some of the original decal that was on there. You can see the Roman numeral 2 poking through. Just a random shot of me working on the controller. And here's the machine laying on my living room floor. Any of the rough scratches kind of sanded down. I went ahead and decided to leave the original decal on there and just put a new one over it, because when I tried to peel off the original decal, it kind of took some wood chunks with it, and I knew that wasn't going to look good if I continued the whole way. And then there's my first picture of when I was done. The first night I put one side on, and then the next night I put the other side on. And this is what it looks like underneath the controller, with all the wires and crap that I put on there, and got that all wired up with the proper colored buttons and everything. So yeah, a lot of work went into it. I kind of ordered everything right away. So basically, all my decals on my monitor were they were a small loan, basically. But I really wanted to just pound this one out. I wanted to get this game made, and now I'm going to show you my next project. I really enjoyed bringing Mortal Kombat 2 back to life, so I went back to my storage shed and I got the one that was turned into a golden T. It was originally Mortal Kombat 3. I'm sure you remember me complaining. I already have a monitor in there. This one I'm going to be working on a little bit slower. I don't have a marquee ordered, but I do have that in place just in case I forget. But what's really nice about this one was when they painted over the decals, it was a very thin coat of paint. So thin that it takes no effort at all to remove it with a little acetone. So I've already started doing that, and that just looks fantastic. I'm really pleased, and I've started working on the side. As you can see, it does take some time, but I did reveal Sindel's face and Shao Kahn and the midway thing, and you know, it's got these scratches and stuff, but that doesn't bother me too much. I don't really want to replace the decals just yet. Now the controller has been mutilated. This whole area under here has been all cut out, so I'm going to have to get a new piece of wood and drill new holes and everything myself, which kind of sucks. You know, I didn't get as lucky on this one, but just to give you an example of how easy it is to remove the paint, I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick as I remove the paint from the other side panel here to reveal the midway. Okay, I'm doing this at a bit of a strange angle here, but it shouldn't really matter. I've got my acetone here and a whole bunch of shop rags, and just going to show you kind of how this works. So, pour some on there. The room is well ventilated, by the way. And just start in on it, just kind of rub the crap out of it. I'm not exactly exhausting myself too much. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, already showing through, and I'll hit it again here. This stuff dries up very fast, so at least you don't have to worry about making a big mess. But it also, you know, you're going to be going through quite a bit of it, I think. Well, maybe you won't, but I will. And of course, since I'm filming this side's actually proving to be a little more difficult than some of the other parts where the Mortal Kombat 3 right here on the front, I practically just wiped away. It was the first thing I did. I was so excited to see that come through. Anyway, you get the idea. So it is going to take me some time, especially with the side art, but I'll just be doing it over several nights, and hopefully I don't kill too many brain cells breathing this stuff in. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little video here about what I'm doing with my arcade games, and again, I'll update you on, you know, more stuff, and I'll show you the progress of Mortal Kombat 3, or at least show you when it's done. One thing I forgot to mention about Mortal Kombat 2 here is I actually made it sound better than the original arcade. There's a small subwoofer up here. The original speaker cutout is right there, and then another original speaker over here, and I got your regular speaker here and a nice subwoofer here. It takes up about this much room in there. I was glad it didn't affect the lighting of the marquee. And then if you open the controller panel up here, that's how you adjust the volume, just by turning that. So yay, kind of fun. Okay, once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
Fuck off!